Champions are not made in the stadium. They are made of something deep inside of them. It is on that note. I welcome you all to another brand new edition of Sport Today on Honor 103.5 FM. This is the station where we bring you unbiased analysis and of course undiluted reportage. This is Honor 103.5 FM, located at number 3940 at Debaju Street, Kongi Layout, Bodija, Ibadan. This is the ancient metropolitan city of hospitality. This is where we celebrate major stories in the world of sport. Ladies and gentlemen, Samson Balogun is my name. They call me the official sports captain on radio. Let's take it to golf this morning. Let's celebrate major stories. Golf stars as Lions come from behind to beat 49ers. Jared Goff threw for 3 touchdowns and 303 yards as the Detroit Lions came from behind to defeat the San Francisco 49ers 40-34 in California. The 30-year-old quarterback completed 26 of his 34 passes, finding Jameson Williams, Sam Laporta, and Hamon R.A. St. Brown for touchdowns as the 3 Lions made it 14 wins from 16 games so far this season. On Sunday, the Lions host the Minnesota Vikings, who also have 14-2 record, to decide the winners of the NFC North and which of them will be at the NFC top seed and get a first round bye in the playoffs. The Lions' victory over the 49ers was a level of revenge for last season's NFC Championship defeat, which prevented them from appearing in the first Super Bowl. Brock Purdy, the 49ers quarterback, passed for a career high 277 yards and 3 touchdowns and rushed for another score. However, he was intercepted twice in the second half after his side led 21-13. At halftime, the 49ers, beaten by the Kansas City Chiefs in the 2024 Super Bowl, have failed to reach the postseason for the first time since the 2020 season. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about tennis this morning. Emma Raducanu is in the news as she withdraws from Auckland with back issue. Emma Raducanu has withdrawn from this week's WTA event in Auckland because of a back problem. The 22-year-old was due to play Robin Montgomery of the United States in the first round of the ASB Classic on Tuesday. Today, Raducanu will now fly to Melbourne to continue her preparations for the Australian Open, which begins on 12th of January. Tried my best to be ready, that's what she said. I love Auckland and the fans here, but unfortunately I picked up a back niggle and won't be ready in time for the game. The 2021 US Open champion sprained ligament in her foot in Sheol in September and could not only play 3 further matches last season. She won them all on national duty for Great Britain at the Billie Jean King's Cup final, but will now head into the first Grand Slam of the season with no match practice. Raducanu suffered fewer injury problems last season but only played 10 matches after Wimbledon, and she also missed matches in Miami of the Miami Open with a back problem. She has hired the renowned fitness trainer Yutaka Nakamura, who has been in the Auckland with her. I just need a more tailored approach and I needed someone more dedicated to me alone as an individual, and I am looking forward to what comes with this, Raducanu told reporters earlier this month. It's definitely add another dimension to the way me, the coach Nick Cavide, now works. It's all become in a very positive way integrated and together and connected. We can see already things transfer on the tennis court and we do in the gym. Raducanu is currently ranked 56th in the world and so will not be seeded for the Australian Open. Despite Raducanu's absence, there was a British presence at the Auckland singles when Jody Burrage was given a spot in the draw. As a late lucky loser, the world number 179, who missed large chunks of last season with wrist and ankle injuries, made the most of her opportunity with a 6-3 win over New Zealand wildcard Vivian Yang. Bourage lost in qualifying but moved into the main draw after Belgium's Elsie Martins withdrew on Monday through injury. It was a crazy day. It stuck around and didn't think I'd be getting in. It was very last minute and I'm very happy to make the most of the match, said Bourage, who plays American Haile Baptiste next in the competition. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the NBA this wonderful morning. Westbrook and Jokic star as Nuggets beat Jazz. Russell Westbrook and Nikola Jokic both scored triple doubles in the Denver Nuggets 132-121 victory against the Utah Jazz. Westbrook finished with 16 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists, which included new turnovers, while Jokic added 36 points, 22 rebounds, and 11 assists. The Jazz led 66-64 at the break before Nuggets pulled away in the third quarter, with Jamal Murray also adding 20 points and 10 assists. Elsewhere, Joel Embiid scored 37 points and added 9 rebounds as the Philadelphia 76ers beat the Portland Trail Blazers 125-103. Tyrese Maxey also had 23 points for the Sixers, while Kelly Oubre had 15 points and 8 steals. Josh Hart made his third triple-double of the season to lead the New York Knicks to a 126-106 win over Washington Wizards. Hart had 23 points, 15 rebounds, and 10 assists alongside Karl Anthony Towns, 32 points and 13 rebounds, helping the Knicks to an eventually comfortable victory over a close first half, which resulted in the holding a slender 59-57 lead. Darius Garland, in other news, scored 25 points and Donovan Mitchell added 23 as the Cleveland Cavaliers continued their fine run of form with a 113-95 win over the Golden State Warriors. The Cavaliers are unbeaten in their last 7 matches and sit top of the Eastern Conference with a 28-4 record, while the struggling Warriors have lost 4 of their last 5. James Harden helped the Los Angeles Clippers to a tight win over the New Orleans Pelicans, scoring 4 free throws in the final 18 seconds to secure a 116-113 victory. The Aaron Fox started with a 3-point as the Sacramento Kings beat Dallas Mavericks 110-100 to recover from a losing streak of 6 games in a row. The Mavericks continue to struggle with the injury absence, including Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. The Chicago Bulls edged past Charlotte Hornets with 115-108 win in the overtime, helped by Kobe White scoring 23 points and adding 10 rebounds and 9 assists. Ladies and gentlemen, away from that this wonderful morning, Littler survived scare to reach World Quarterfinals. Teenager Luke Littler survived a massive scare to beat Ryan Joyce 4-3 to reach the quarterfinals of the PDC World Darts Championship. The 17-year-old was again, as has been the case throughout the tournament, far from his best, particularly on doubles, where he made just 14 of 48 attempts. He won the first, third, and fifth sets, but was pegged on all 3 occasions as the unseeded Joyce forced a deciding set. However, Littler went up a gear, broke in the first leg, and averaged 111 as he claimed it 3-1. Littler with a 103.14 average, the third highest in this year's tournament, but his checkout struggles will be a concern. Ladies and gentlemen, away from that this morning, let's talk about footballing stories. Southgate knighted in the New Year's honours. Former England manager Gareth Southgate has been awarded a knighthood in the New Year honours list. Southgate, 54, stepped down from his role in July after leading England to the final of Euro 2024. England were beaten by Spain in the second consecutive European final under Gareth Southgate, who also guided the side to 2018 World Cup semi-final during the 8-year tenure. Southgate is the fourth England manager to be knighted following Sir Walter Winterborn, Sir Alf Ramsey and Sir Bobby Robson. FA chair Debbie Hewitt said Southgate had embodied the best of English football. He brought our fans closer than ever to the team, stood up for what he believed, and inspired players to share his pride in representing England. It has been a privilege to know the man and manager. All of us have experienced his thoughtfulness, dedication and leadership. Are delighted with this wonderful news. Former Wales and British and Irish Lions winger Gerald Davies will also receive a knighthood. The 79-year-old was president of the Welsh Rugby Union for 4 years up until 2023, has been honoured for services to the sport and to voluntary and charitable service in Wales. I feel very emotional about it. I am surprised by it. Words are really quite inadequate to describe it. It comes out of the blue. I was dumbstruck in many ways, but you don't achieve this on your own. Olympic 800-meter champion Kelly Hogginson, who was also the Sports Personality of the Year 2024, became an NBA. This year has been incredibly special for so many reasons, and it's such a nice surprise to have been honored in this way. That's coming from Hogginson. The 22-year-old is recognized alongside several Team GB Great Britain colleagues after this summer's games in Paris, while numerous Paralympians are also awarded. Away from that scene this morning, let's take some stories coming emanating from Spain, and that's still the case of Dani Olmo. Barcelona lose second appeal to register Olmo before deadline. Barcelona have lost another appeal to register Spain forward Dani Olmo for the rest of the season. 1 day before the deadline, the 26-year-old was signed from German side RB Leipzig for a reported 60 million euros in August. However, he was registered only for the first half of the season as Barcelona could not meet La Liga's wage cap. A court rejected Barca's attempt to re-register Olmo last week with a second court backing the decision on Monday, meaning he may not be able to play for the club from January 1. According to La Liga, the court rejected the precautionary registration of Olmo after none of the conditions necessary for the adoption of the precautionary measures were met. La Liga also defended the competence of its delegates commission to approve its budgeting rules, adding this has never been questioned by any club, including Barcelona. The Spanish league said the decision not to register Olmo, who was a youth player at Barcelona but left for Dinamo Zagreb at the age of 16, was initially taken by its budget validation body. It was then confirmed 3 times by its Financial Fair Play Committee, its Social Appeals Committee, by the UEFA Second Instance Licensing Committee of the Spanish Football Federation. Barcelona decided on the judicial route, but now face a race against them to find an alternative plan to register Olmo, or he could become a free agent, with the Premier League clubs reportedly interested. Spanish media reports say that the club is planning to sell VIP boxes at its Camp Nou stadium, which could bring in over 100 million euros, but it will need to be approval of La Liga. Olmo, who helped Spain with the European Championship in the summer, has scored 6 goals in 15 appearances for Barcelona this season. Hansi Flick's side are third in La Liga, 3 points behind Lila's Atletico Madrid. Let's go and pay some bills, and when we return, all right, away from there, before we go pay some bills, yesterday, so many games were played in the EPL. Liam Delap's exceptional performance helped Ipswich end their first home win of the season as Chelsea's title hopes dwindled. After scoring 12th minute penalty, the 21-year-old striker set up former Chelsea winger Omari Hutchinson for Ipswich's second 8 minutes after the break. Chelsea dominated possession but were wasteful, and the video assistant referee VAR ruled out a Joao Felix first half equalizer after a long check for offside. The ex-Manchester City striker Delap powered in a penalty that he won himself for the opening goal after a VAR ruling that there was sufficient contact by goalkeeper Philip Jorgensen as the Ipswich man doubled past him. Delap later capitalized on Axel Disasi's poor back pass to set up Omari Hutchinson to make it 2-0 to the hosts. Ipswich win pulled them above Leicester City into 18th and just 1 point behind Wolves in the table as they look to move out of the bottom 3. Chelsea have now lost consecutive matches since the goals draw since the goalless draw at Everton that ended in an 8-match winning run in all competitions, and they remain fourth in the Premier League. Enzo Maresca's men are 10 points behind league leaders Liverpool, with onslaught pace setters also having a game in hand, leaving a sustained title challenge by the Blues looking unlikely. It was perhaps surprising that the best performing forward on the pitch played for Ipswich amid increasing transfer linking him to Chelsea and other big English clubs. Delap stole the show and several chances from open play saved by Jorgensen. What was most impressive, however, was how he ran Chelsea centre-backs Levi Colwill and Tosin Adarabioyo. His ability to hold up the ball and release pressure by carrying a real threat on the break stood out. He's improving all the time. That's coming from his boss, Kieran McKenna. His rate of improvement for a young player is really high. His style is enjoyable to watch for anyone. There's not many like him out there, and he's playing incredible Premier League defenders every week. Ipswich manager Kieran McKenna might struggle to keep hold of Delap if he keeps up these performances, despite only signing him from Manchester City in the summer. Not only did Ipswich have the outstanding forward on the pitch, but arguably they had the second and third best, as goal scorers Hutchinson and Nathan Broadhead also played well. Meanwhile, Chelsea may feel an increased need to sign the striker in January after scoring just once in the past 3 matches. Alright, taking other stories from around the world. Nwabali to play under new coach in the year 2025. Starting from the 1st of January 2025, the Super Eagles goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali will be playing under a new manager as Coach Kwanele Kopo has bowed out of the club. Kopo joined for Chile Boys on a 1-year deal in January 2024. The club revealed that they offered Kopo a contract renewal 6 months ago, but he decided not to extend his stay. The former SuperSport United development co-mentor opted to return to Johannesburg to focus on his family and personal priorities, as stated by Chippa United. Kopo leaves Chippa in the 9th position in the log, standing with 14 points from 11 outings. As the first stanza of the Nigeria Premier League ends, the coach of El Kanemi Warriors, Aliyu Zubairu, has revealed the target of his team ahead of the second stanza. The Federation Cup champions started the 2024-2025 season on a shaky note, recording too many draws, but seem to stabilize at the moment. At the end of the first round, the Borno-based club placed 5th on the table with 29 points from 19 games. So far, the team has performed averagely because the team just got promoted from the NNL, but I will say the team has not outperformed badly, even though there is still a big vacuum for improvement. The ultimate target at the end of the season is to finish among the first 5. I think that target is more realistic and easily achievable without putting too much pressure on the players and the team as a whole. Ladies and gentlemen, I only excited to be part of Chan. Yesterday, news broke that Shooting Star Sports Club forward Samuel Ayinde expressed his excitement about being part of the current Super Eagles home-based squad. The Nigerian team defeated the Black Galaxies of Ghana 3-1 in Uyo on Saturday, securing their qualification for the 2025 CHAN tournament, with Anyaride contributing to the match. Affectionately called Oja, the striker entered the game as a second-half substitute, replacing Isaac Xavier, who scored the 3rd goal. I am thrilled to be part of this team. It's a significant achievement to qualify for CHAN after previous unsuccessful attempts, and I hold this feat in high regard. It's a great privilege to wear the national team colors, and I owe it to my club, 3SC, our national team coaches, and every fan elsewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, there are other stories to talk about this morning as the NPFL embarks on a break set to resume on January 5. The board of the Nigerian Premier League, NPFL, has declared a mid-season break following the conclusion of the first round of matches. The NPFL declared a 3-week mid-season break and opened the transfer market from January 6 to February 5. The league is expected to resume on January 25 with the second round of matches as Remo Stars lead the log with 36 points, closely followed by Rivers United in second place. To this effect, the clubs in the league have embarked on a break, allowing their players to spend time with their families during the course of the break. Meanwhile, Remo Stars ended the first stanza as league leaders with 36 points, with Rivers United coming close in the second position with 34 points. 3SC Sports Club of Ibadan, Rangers International and El Kanemi Warriors occupied 3rd, 4th and 5th positions with 33, 31 and 29 points respectively. At the relegation position, Nasarawa at the rock bottom with 19 points, followed by Aqua United in 19th position. With same point, Lobisas and Bendes Insurance finished the year in 18th and 17th of the log with 20 points apiece. Rivers United technical advisor Vinny George explains and revealed the reason for his red card in the draw against Plateau United. Kennedy said that his decision to challenge the referee's decision to alter the flow of the game to attend to the crowd resulted in a sending off. Rivers United were held to a 1-0 draw by Plateau United at the Adegoke Amaka Stadium on Monday. Victor Timitokwe's goal puts Plateau United in front before Ansom Surveyors Saviour scored the equalizer for Rivers United. All referees should do their job. Apart from my first season at Eyimba, I hardly get angry over some calls. You see it, I tend to accept. Because football is moment we are losing and we have the momentum and we were pushing all of a sudden. The referee was busy trying to control somebody in the stand. I feel the referee broke that momentum, which wasn't good for us. The referee should be concentrated on the game because he can't stop drums from playing. That was what I was trying to tell him. Tell the referee, and he gave me a record which I had to protest. Also in the news, Nigerian international Samuel Chukwueze will be out for 1 month with injury. Samuel Chukwueze is expected to be sidelined for at least 1 month as a result of injury. Chukwueze sustained the injury in AC Milan's 1-0 draw against AS Roma last weekend. The 25-year-old was stretchered off the pitch in the 61st minute of the encounter. The winger is expected to miss the Supercoppa Italiana clash with Juventus in Riyadh on January 3. AC Milan have been battling with injuries in recent weeks with a number of their top stars including Rafael Leao, Christian Pulisic, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Yunus Musa, Noah Okafor and Alejandro Florenzi all sidelined. The Rossoneri appointed Sergio Conceição as their new head coach on Monday. Let's take results of games that were played yesterday in the EPL. Aston Villa drew 2-2 with Brighton at home, while Ipswich defeated Chelsea by 2-0. Manchester United at the Theatre of Dreams slumped to a 0-2 defeat against informed Newcastle United. Also in the Italian Serie A, Como defeated Lecce by 2-0, while Bologna lost at home to Verona 2-3. That will be the convenient point to draw the curtains on today's edition of Sports Arena on 103.5 FM. We say a very big thank you for joining us on this show, as this will be the very last edition for the year 2024. Join us again next year, tomorrow morning, as we take you around the world of sports in breezing way. Samson Balogun is my name. They call me the official sports captain on radio. Bye for now. I'm out of here.
On the 103.5 FM.